Hi, welcome to Lynn's Recipes. Today I'm going to make a hot milk cake. This is a really old recipe that I grew up eating this cake. My mom used to make them all the time. It's made with ingredients that you most likely already have in your pantry, in your refrigerator. The amounts of the ingredients that you need to make this cake will be found in the information box below, or you can find it on my website. The ingredients are: you'll need some butter, milk, eggs, baking powder and salt, sugar, vanilla extract, and all-purpose flour. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and you will need to grease and flour some kind of baking pan. This is a Bundt pan. You'll either need this kind or a tube pan. This is a stone pan, but you can use whatever kind of metal pan that you have. Now, I've only sprayed this one with cooking spray because this is a seasoned pan and it won't stick. But you'll need to grease and flour it to keep it from sticking if you use a different kind of pan. To start the recipe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter and put it in a saucepan along with my milk. And we're going to heat this to a boil. And while that's happening, I'm going to move on to the next step. I'm going to put my eggs in this big mixing bowl, and I'm going to use my hand mixer, and I'm just going to beat these. My eggs are fluffy now. I'm going to add my sugar. And I'm going to continue beating. Okay, that's incorporated pretty well. So now we're going to add the flour, the salt, and the baking powder, and the vanilla. And I'm going to beat some more. I'm going to scrape down the sides a little bit. And at this point the batter's pretty thick, but when we add the milk and the butter, it's going to be a lot thinner. Okay. My milk and butter came to a boil, so now I'm going to start adding it to the mixture a little bit at a time. I don't want to cook the eggs, so I'm going to start with a small amount before we add most of it. Okay, this is all mixed together. And as you can see, this is a pretty liquidy batter. So now what I'm going to do is pour it into my pan. Put it all in there. Now we put this in our preheated 350 degree oven for 45 minutes or until a cake tester comes out clean. My cake cooked for 45 minutes. It's done. I've just taken it out of the oven and I checked it with my cake tester and it came out clean. So now I'm going to let it sit here in the pan on this rack for 10 minutes before I turn it out onto a serving plate. My cake's been cooling for 10 minutes and now I'm going to put it on a serving plate. So I'm just going to put the plate on top here and then just turn it over. And there it is. Now I'm going to let it cool off a little bit before we serve it. My cake is cool, and now I'm going to serve some. So I'm just going to take a serrated knife. Slice it. Put it on this plate. And I'm going to serve mine with some lemon curd and raspberries. So I've got some lemon curd here. I'm just going to put some on top of it. Kind of spread it out. Put a few raspberries on. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some powdered sugar. This is hot milk cake. I hope you enjoy it.